Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our Behind Her Brand Monday Morning Brew. And if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We come on here every Monday, and there's a couple we've had to miss because of holidays and things like that. But we come on here just to offer some encouragement, insight, and something to think about. And we always have our cup of, whether you're drinking coffee, tea, or what have you, but our brew. This morning, I love this cup. Drinking sunshine for breakfast. Today is just one of those mornings I woke up just feeling so blessed, so full, so amazing. Had a great Father's Day, honoring my dad, but also honoring my husband for the amazing dad he is. And we went to church, did a lot of fun activities, just everything just was a beautiful, beautiful day. But I heard a statement yesterday, and I was so excited about hopping on here today because I would love, and I can't wait to hear some of the feedback and your thoughts on this and things you do in this space. But it made me think about each of you. It made me think about even stuff that I've had to do to kind of protect this. So I heard this message, and it was around do not disturb, do not disturb. And when that word, I mean, not word, that phrase has sat with me the entire day, do not disturb, do not disturb. And it made me think about how many women around me right now are just killing the game. They're doing so amazing. They're working on their physical goals, their mental goals, spiritual goals, business goals, career goals, relationship goals, and they're doing quite well. And I remember a conversation I had a couple weeks ago where someone was saying just how everything seems to be finally coming together. And she was like, but it seems like when things come together, something happens. It could be a bad news. It could be an email come through or an opportunity you thought was going to be like the opportunity. It doesn't come through. And it's funny because when I was started thinking about do not disturb, I started to now think about that conversation as well as many other conversations that I typically have with women where they're doing really well, but something happens. And what if, I'm going to put this out here, what if you develop your own do not disturb internal compass? Meaning that when you go to events, how often have you said that you leave feeling so amazing and feeling so inspired, so pumped, ready to conquer the world, and then you get home and you're faced with things with family, bills, it could be email or whatever, and it kind of like puts a pin in that balloon and deflates you. What can you do to protect your space? What can you do now to protect the environment that you're growing in? What can you do to protect the fact that things are clicking for you? So what are some things that you can do to make sure that, nope, you're not going to disturb my peace. Nope, that conversation is not going to enter in because it's going to make me go a different direction. Okay, nope, this is not going to interrupt my day. I am not going to be distracted. I'm not going to be busy. I'm not going to participate over here. I'm not going to sign up for this. I'm not going to do this, that, or the other. You get my drift? Like, what is something you can do to say, in this season where I am really putting things in place, things are happening, things are moving, there's an incredible flow, and opportunities, relationships, all the things that you've been working so hard for is coming to fruition. What can you do to say, you know what? I need to make sure I protect the season that I'm in so that my peace isn't disturbed, my thought process isn't disturbed, my feelings are not disturbed in the season. And I would love to hear some of your thoughts in this moment right here. What would you do? I'll give you some suggestions on things that I do. Whenever I'm in a really good season of flow, I restrict a lot of things that typically can cause distractions or that can kind of suck up a lot of time. So you won't see me on social media quite so much. I don't go out to lunch a whole lot with friends and things of that nature during the day. I do that a few times a month, but if I'm in a real big season where things are coming together and my focus needs to be there, then that's kind of where I keep my focus there for a while. One of the things that I really do is every morning I make sure that I start my day in a way that will allow me to ensure productivity. So I don't jump on the phone. I don't jump on my email. I set time to pray, to spend time in my word. I just kind of settle myself. And that really helps me because once I get out of that space, I look at what I have to do and I look at, okay, what is it that I absolutely need to do? And I just focus on those things and I let nothing take me off that list. If someone calls me with a conversation that I know isn't going to be probably healthy, or if it's something that can distract me, I simply say, you know what, hey, I would love to have this conversation with you, but I just can't do it right now. And so and just a side note, if it's something that's messy, whatever, people who know me know I don't really engage in all of that. So, but if it's something that I know is going to take me off track in that moment, then I ask if I can reschedule the call. I do whatever I can to kind of protect that space. And if you're like, well, Kim, what if you get like an email or a text or something that just discourages you, that makes you kind of feel like, oh man, I thought this was going to come through, or someone says something about an idea or something you're doing and it's just not encouraging. In those moments, and this is kind of like I think it was a couple of brews I did a few weeks ago, is really learning how to speak well of yourself. If someone says, oh, I don't like your idea, I don't think it's going to work, instead of taking that in and accepting it as fact, maybe you say, you know what, that's their opinion and I respect it. Everyone has their opinion, respect their opinion, but I'm still going to move forward because I feel good about this idea. I'm not going to let it make me question if this is going to be good or not. And there's a big difference in someone being negative and someone giving you constructive feedback or constructive insight into, hey, this may not work because of da 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 da. And if it's something that can help you refine and perfect whatever your idea is, that's awesome. But if it's someone that's just speaking, saying you don't seem to have the skill sets for that, that doesn't seem like you. Why would you think that? Why would you want to do that? Those kind of conversations, do not disturb. In the same way that you'll put it on your phone, do not disturb, so that you can just have moments of uninterrupted time. Look at where in your life do you need to do that more. Is it in times of creation when you're developing stuff for your business or your career? Is it time with you and your spouse where you need to say, you know what? I need to put the do not disturb on my phone. I need to make sure the kids know this is do not disturb time for mommy and daddy. Do you need to do that in your friendships? Do you need to have uninterrupted time with girlfriends that you absolutely love and care about, and making sure that you really are fully present there? Look at the different areas of your life and ask yourself, where do I need to do that so I can protect the environment of growth? I can protect the environment of flow happening in my life. I can protect what I'm building and what I'm doing right now. And when you really start looking at that, in my opinion, you start structuring things around you that allows you to stay in the place that you're in, so that you can stay in that flow, you can stay building, you can stay harvesting, you can stay putting seeds out there and cultivating and doing everything that you're called to do. Because so often when we are unguarded and we don't have anything protecting our environment, protecting our mindset, protecting what we're doing, all distractions can come in. We can get on social media and we can just spend hours on there, not realizing, man, this at a time I could have been doing these following things, right? Or in your relationships, if you are spending too much time doing things that are not helping you guys grow, and this could be for personal, professional, then you can say, you know what, I need to put some safeguards around this because I want this relationship to really flourish and thrive. So what do I need to do to protect this space? What are some things that, hey, do not disturb? Maybe it's conversations. Maybe it's when you're out to lunch or dinner, turn off your phone or put it down so that way you can really be present. Maybe it's spending intentional time with people that you love and care about. Maybe you've been too busy over here, but maybe this is a good time to say, you know what? This is my do not disturb moment where I can nourish the friendships in my life. Whatever it may be, I can go on and on, whatever it may be, find ways to protect the environment that you're in and to protect your flow. And I would love to hear from some of you. What are things that you do right now to say, you know what, this is a really good season in my life. Things are like moving and shifting in such incredible ways. This is what I do to kind of protect that. This is what I do to try to protect my mindset, protect my growth, protect my family, my relationships, whatever it might be. I would love for you to share some of your thoughts in that space, because I feel like, and it's my last statement on this. I feel like so often it's too easy to get off track. It's too easy to get distracted. It's too easy to say, oh, that first no, or that first whatever it might be, say, man, I knew it was a bad idea. Or man, I can't do this. Sometimes it's too easy to get outside of the environment that you are actually growing and building and thriving in. And let's not make it easy to get off track. Let's not make it easy to be distracted. Let's not make it easy for someone to come in and interrupt what you are doing and building and thriving in. Let's not make that easy. Start looking at safeguards now. What can I do now? How can I protect this space? When are times when I need to say, do not disturb? When do you need to put those things in practice so that you can really continue where you're going? So I would love to hear some of your thoughts and your impressions on this, because you never know. You may hear an idea or suggestion that you're like, you know what, I never ever thought of that. Definitely going to be doing that. So tag your friends. Let people know about our Monday morning brews. and share your opinions, share your thoughts. We would love to hear them, and make it a great week. Thank you for tuning in.